and they're off and running. And in the early stages, as they bounce away, Quizzical and Sir Anthony McCoy is right up on the inside of the Game of Life and Joseph O'Brien, closely followed by Ozzie Valentine, Ruby Walsh, just on the inside of Red Striker, Johnny Murtha right up on the outside. They're tracked by Caddyman, just racing on the inside for Paul Carberry and company with Yuftan. And Charlie Swan. With them is recent revelations, Kieran Fallon, as they race off the elbow. Just tracking them is Kitani Ted Durkin, and Finding Nero and Richard Hughes is at the back of the field. So it's Quizzical and Sir Anthony McCoy in the lead from Ozzie Valentine and Ruby Walsh. Great friends, great rivals. They're up there head to head, just ahead of the Game of Life. Towards the near side, Red Striker, then Cattyman on the inside of Yuftan, recent revelations, and Kitani is towards the near side, and they're closely followed by Finding Nero. Racing on now just past the change, they've got just over 3 to go, and Quizzical in the centre of the track, Ozzie Valentine on the far side. They're tracked by Cattyman towards the inside, the sheepskin noseband. Red Striker on the near side, Johnny Murtha trying to improve ahead of Game of Life, and now it's Quizzical and Sir Anthony McCoy. Ozzie Valentine, Ruby Walsh, Red Striker with a big challenge down the near side for Johnny Murtha, but Quizzical is still just in front. Cattyman, Ozzie Valentine, Red Striker, it's a four-way go inside the last 150 yards, and Tony McCoy is doing what he did all his life, riding winners, and it's fitting that Anthony McCoy has won the Pat Smullen Champions race as he waves to the crowd from Ozzie Valentine, Ruby Walsh, Cattyman, Yuftan and Red Striker follow them in with Finding Nero next. A fabulous finish, a fabulous result, and a fabulous turnout.
Yes, indeed, Gary. I'm with Sheila and John Lavery, and this, I know, means so much to you because you're very close friends of Pat, and you were always a great supporter of Pat.
Look, I just wish it was Pat I'd been legging up in his own race, but that was nearly the second best thing, and I just want people to know, because I was talking to somebody who's very involved with the cancer trials last night, that every penny makes such a difference, and already they've been able to employ 3 people to get more people through for the trials. So people, please just give money, and what a day.
That's just amazing to hear that 3 people already have been employed.
Yes, so like every euro helps, every euro, so.
And Sheila, you and John, you had some great days at Pat Smullen when he was riding for you. He rode work for you every week, he rode plenty of winners for you.
He was so good to me and gave so much help, and we got to know him through, he rode Vistoria for God, I'm crying, I'm sorry, Eddie. For Eddie Lynham, and and even now, like when Lady Kaya, like I bounced a lot of things off, and he really helped me with Lady Kaya, and I would talk to him quite a bit, not so much now because I don't like annoying him, but he told me rubbish last night.
And John, Pat rode a lot of winners in your colours, and you're a great friend of Pat.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's been wonderful to Sheila. When Sheila started off, you know, he was one of the guys who was there for her all the time and so on. So I'm really delighted that this has come as good for Sheila, as good for Pat. It's been a wonderful experience. And maybe we'll try and persuade AP to take up a flat licence.
And fair play, it's like everybody in the race. I came to Ian Gore, 2 weeks ago, asked, would you possibly have a horse? First thing he said, yes, definitely, that's done. And this horse he came up with.
Yeah, well, we had 2 that we wanted to give, but in the end, this was the one that, you know, fitted the weights and all that sort of stuff, so we were so pleased.
Have AP McCoy
I was
right away.
So nervous. Like, do you know what? I used to panic about Pat as well, and I always called him Scary Pat when things didn't go right, and I was like going back to Scary Pat time again, putting up AP. So.
Did you give AP instructions?
No. No.
Stupid question.
No.
Well, Sheila, John, many congratulations, and wonderful, wonderful that ye have won Pat Smullen's Cancer Trials race.
Thank you very
and
much.
thanks for all your support and help.
Not at all.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, that didn't go too badly, did it?
I ran a blinder. AP was always going better. I suppose if Johnny didn't go as soon, I'd only have been third. Johnny went way too soon, no experience in the Curragh, and he went a bit early, but the winner won well.
How are you feeling? Pretty good?
Not about it.
You could blow a candle out, could you?
Fit enough. But look, thanks to the connections, Tatum McGuinness and all the connections for running a mighty great ride. It was a good trail, and I hope the people that came enjoyed it.
And it had to be that man up ahead of you, didn't it? It just, you kind of knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, it was always the way. You want to hear the moans of him when he was on something else during the week, but anyway.
Him giving it everything on front, and then you had Paul Carberry upside you, motionless, cruising, and it was just like old times.
I'm afraid I'd have to watch a replay, Nick.
Well, you have to go and do that. Well, Sir Anthony McCoy, you've had many great days, but this, for its own reasons, is pretty special.
Yeah, it is. Obviously, Nick, for obvious reasons. You know, Pat is a very special person and a great friend to us all. And unfortunately, sad and tough circumstances that we're doing what we did today. But it just shows you what a brilliant sport this is. You know that, from top to bottom. You go, race goers, stable staff, jockeys, owners, trainers, everyone has got behind this day, and it's a day that as a person that has been involved in racing all their life, I'm really, really proud of the sport. But it has been a tough day. It was emotional there. It's like, I said I'd never ever ride in a horse race again. I genuinely meant it. But I'm glad I did today, because look, you want to compete against the best, and that's what made this is Champions Weekend, and that's what made today special. But look at the crowds of people are here, the crowds are in the parade ring. That's all because of Pat Smullen, and it's a day that obviously he's had a tough time of late, but it's a day that he can be really, really proud of. The support and the money that he will have raised, that might help someone along the way, and that's something that's all down to Pat Smullen being the extreme gentleman that he is, and what a great jockey, but an even better person.
It was fantastic to see so many of you there. It was a great race for us to watch as well. You went out there and you were bowled from the front. Was that the plan? You were just going to get out and get on with it?
To be honest, Sheila Lavery, she said to me, she said, I don't want to tell you what to do. She says, I'm sure you spoke to Robbie Colgan, who rode him before, and I always said that Martin Pipe said I wasn't intelligent enough to take instructions. That I was an instinct jockey. So she laughed at me and she says, well, she's probably right. But anyway, it worked to plan. I got a good run through. I must admit, sort of a furlong and a half or 2 furlongs down, I felt like it was 75, not 45, But it was a great finish and great way to, great result for me, but a great spectacle as well. And I say the amount of people get to watch the multiple champions that took part in that place, they'll never get a chance to see that again.
And as Gary has been saying, this day means a lot to everybody. It means an awful lot to Pat for obvious reasons, but it could end up meaning quite a lot to this place as well, to the Curragh. I mean, the atmosphere is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, Brendan Sheridan and different people that are involved here and involved in horse racing in Ireland have said they've never saw a crowd around a parade ring at a Curragh like it before, and hopefully that'll help people. It's obviously showed the support that people have given today, and hopefully they'll come out and do it again. But I say this is all about Pat Smullen, and I think us as great friends, we've all been friendly with him for a long time. We've all competed against him. We all know what a remarkable person he is, and we wanted to come out and make today special. And hopefully, with the help of everyone in the race, and we've hopefully done that for him.
Well, I said to him that he'd done a great thing and you all played your part in it. AP, well done. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Nick. I'm going to go and have a drink and try and put on the stone that I've lost in the last couple of weeks.
You definitely deserve a nice cup of tea now.
Thanks.
What did you make of the great man's performance then?
I know what the word, they left him alone in front. But no, it's I'm really pleased for Sheila and John Lavery, who owned the horse. John was made up when he got AP to ride the horse for him, and to get this result, I think, no disrespect obviously to any of the other lads, but this is the result that I think everybody wanted, and it's absolutely amazing, and I'm overcome, Nick, to be honest with you.
You've done a great thing, and you've given an awful lot of joy to a lot of people today, an awful lot of inspiration as well.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's very important. This is not about me, Nick. This is about the whole, people are in this situation, and now we're after raising an enormous amount of money that will make a huge difference going forward, and it gives people confidence to keep going forward, as it does to me. But what a privilege to be involved in what a great industry.
I was going to say, I mean, you've got a very big and close family. We know that, many of whom are involved in racing, but the wider racing family have embraced today so warmly. It must make you feel very special.
It doesn't make me feel special, but it's overwhelming and very humbling to think that everybody has come rallied together around, and even which is important, it's gone beyond the racing public. It's gone to the general public, and people have from my local area and all my friends, their local areas, have come racing today, and hopefully they will return as well. So it's a positive for the Curragh, it's a positive for Irish racing, but overall it's a great I'm just overwhelmed. But I'm just so privileged to be involved in this great sport.
Well, I hope you've really been able to enjoy and appreciate today, and obviously we're with you every step of the way.
Yeah, no, Nick, everybody has been so good, and in a weird way, I have really enjoyed it. You know, it's and you know, how could you not enjoy it? To see 9 champions that have had, 70-something championships between them, how many winners, derbies, Group 1s and Grade 1s and nationals to beat the band, and the smile and enjoyment that they got out of riding a charity race a mile up the Curragh. That tells you everything about racing.
Listen, I know you're keen to deflect the credit, and I don't want to keep you too much longer, but you've done a great thing. Thank you very much, Pat.
Thanks, Nick.
And now have a look at this. Flying dismount. And a little back roll as well.